Hi, and welcome to this primer tutorial on the use of graphic pen tablets in academic environments. The first thing to note is that many of the tablets are called different things, but essentially mean the same. Graphic tablet, pen tablet, graphic pen tablet, all describe a specific genre of device, which is noted as a device which can support free-form handwriting. But even more specifically, a pen tablet is really a mouse on steroids, if you will. Depending on the brand and model of pen tablet you choose, the features will vary. Some of the more expensive tablets have built-in functions where you can control a lot of software features using the pen, just like you would a mouse. But importantly, in this video, we are going to be brand agnostic. I am actually going to use one of the most inexpensive tablets on the market, which is called the Vis tablet. That is the brand, and the model is called the PenPad. This tablet is only about $35, can be easily purchased on Amazon, and is more than suited to instructors creating their own videos where they can handwrite. Pen tablets connect to your computer using a USB connection, much like a mouse would be connected to your computer. Now, once that is connected, the tablet essentially becomes another mouse. But the difference is, obviously, you can write more easily using the pen. So the cursor moves with the tablet much like it would with a mouse, except the pen is controlling the free-form movement. So what I've done here is I've actually just opened up Word, and Word comes with a pen option in it. However, in Word 2010 there is some kind of a glitch in there where the eraser icon does not work properly. So what I'm doing here is using a program that actually came with the tablet, and you can see in the bottom of the screen there's a palette there, and you will see something to the left that looks like an eraser, and then you will see here a pencil, different writing implements, a pen. So you have basically a pen, a pencil, a marker. You can control colors. So this product comes free with the tablet. Just about every tablet comes with a similar kind of product. The bottom line is that when you are using a pen tablet, you are basically selecting your pen, or your writing implement, and then you are selecting the thickness of the line. Here I'll select a fairly thick line here just by tapping on it. Then I will say I'm going to write here in red. So then I move my pen on top of the writing surface on the tablet, and you can see the cursor is moving. As I move my pen, what I'm doing now is I'm just hovering above the tablet, and it is picking up the movement of the pen. When I move the pen to the tablet, I can begin to write very simply. Now, I will say that writing on a tablet or a tablet pad requires a period of adjustment. Although one is writing on a tablet surface, the output is visible only on the screen, so it's a little bit unnatural at first. to write on one surface and not look directly at that surface. So it does take a little bit of time to adjust to the spatial discontinuity that's created from moving the pen in one area but having your output in another. But with practice and patience, this does become very natural over time. And you'll have to experiment with how hard you press. Generally, pressing a little bit harder increases the amount of dexterity. So using the pen does become fairly natural. One of the most important points when working with a pen tab is just to find a canvas that you are comfortable working on. When I say canvas, what I mean is any program that will support free-form writing. They are generally referred to as graphics programs, but as you saw with Word, it doesn't necessarily have to be a graphics program. Word is not a graphics program, but it's perfectly suitable as your writing canvas. Now, here is a tool that most of us are familiar with called Microsoft Paint. It comes free with every copy of Windows. So if you're a Windows user, everybody has it. So here I'm going to just use Paint. I'm going to select a brush, and I will select a thickness here. Just start with a thick stroke, and let's say I'm going to write here starting in blue, and I can just start writing. Let's say we're giving a lesson here on the Pythagorean theorem. I start by writing out my formula. I might want to draw a diagram, label the sides as you typically would do as you are explaining a concept. So it's very easy to use, and all you really need are the basic features that are built right into Paint. You just need this canvas. Now if I take my cursor here with the pen, as I need more space, I can control the up and down. With time you'll learn if you perhaps want to write a little bit smaller, so as you either produce your videos or as you work live with the students, you'll get a feel for sizing. Perhaps you'll be able to write with a finer point. I just selected a finer point here, just a little bit finer. Nothing dramatic, but sometimes little things can have a significant difference. So allow yourself a period of experimentation when you purchase your tablet and use different pieces of software. Invariably, your tablet, whichever one you buy, is going to come with 4 or 5 free programs. This Vis tablet came with several programs. They all work really equally as well, so it really just comes down to preference. They all have about the same utilitarian value and functionality. It's worth noting for those of us that are familiar with the Khan Academy. The Khan Academy is perhaps the most well-known of all instructional videos. And Sal Khan, who narrates all the videos, uses a very popular Wacom bamboo tablet. He uses the model that goes for about $80, and he creates videos, as you can see, similar to this. I mean, nothing really fancy, just a usable working canvas. This tablet that I'm working on here is called the Vis tablet, and I purchased that on Amazon.com for $35. So there is not a lot of difference at the end of the day on which tablet you want. If you want something with a few more features, by all means you can go into look at the Wacom selections. Their tablets range on the low end from about $80 all the way up to $300 or $400. One thing to keep in mind is the size of the tablet. My tablet is fairly small. It's about 4 inches by 6.5 inches. So if you want a little bit more real estate, you can go with a larger surface. I think the Wacom Bamboo is just a little larger, about 5 by 7, but that might be important to you. So at the end of the day, you want to just pick a tablet that fits your price point. You won't be disappointed. And also, I'm recording this video using Camtasia Studio, so you'll just select your preferred video program. A lot of instructors are using Jing. Jing is free. The problem is you can't edit it, so basically everything gets done in one take. But again, that might be fine for you. So if you want something that you can edit that becomes a little more polished, you can use Camtasia Studio. And Camtasia Studio does have an educator version, and it's about $179. So depending again on your budget. There's all kinds of options out there for both recording software and for your preferred graphic tablet. The one thing I would surely recommend is not to spend any money on the graphical software. You have loads of choices out there for that. No lesson is complete without an effective summary, so we will just recap a little bit what we discussed during the video and maybe expand a tiny bit also with some other advice. So I've opened up another program here, and this program is again a free program. The name of it is Windows Journal. It comes with Windows. Again, I can select my point and I can start writing right on the surface. And the first point of discussion here is the actual tablet that you purchase. I am absolutely technology agnostic. The least technology at the least cost to get the job done is often the best choice. So here I have been using the Viz tablet, which I previously shared was only $35. Just a basic tablet, just a writing surface, and the pen, and that's about it. If you want to go into something a little bit larger, with some more bells and whistles, then you can go into the Wacom Bamboo or the Wacom product line, starting at $75 to $80. This is what the Khan Academy uses. This is probably the most widely used tablet in academia. But if this is your first time, there are many brands out there, and for a low investment, such as $35, you may prefer first to start off and then see what your needs are going forward. Okay, then my recommendation to everybody is you will need to experiment with writing. This is not a huge time investment. You're not talking hours here. Just spend a little bit of time learning how to write with different points, how to manipulate your software, small things like if you want to use the eraser to be able to just learn the basic functions and what looks good for you and what's effective for your students. Once you learn how to write smoothly and clearly on the tablet, then you want to decide what video capture software you will use, and especially since you will be narrating either through recording or perhaps even through live presentations. You will obviously need some kind of either a headset or an individual microphone. Again, you do not need to spend a lot of money to get sufficient quality. I am using a Logitech headset for this video, and I don't remember exactly what it was, but I know it was certainly less than $20. So again, rule of the day is the least technology to get the job done is perfectly acceptable. And then lastly is to have some fun with it. I know that sounds a little bit cliche, but what that means is that there are so many choices out there with instructional technologies. They need not be expensive. Just find out what works best for your instructional style, what's most effective for your students, and there's your solution. The most important thing is to get started, and I hope this video offers a little bit of confidence that it really is a very simple process, really no different than using a mouse. The only difference is as soon as moving a mouse with your hand, you're controlling it with a pen, and you get the obvious advantage of free-form writing.